Hogan's version sucked.
What?
You know, the American Gladiators version.
Oh, yeah. It's recorded.
Okay. I'm off the subject. I've got a hell of an Amazon order. Plus, I paid off my PlayStation 4 and I'm getting a new Call of Duty Ghost when the system launches less than 2 weeks. That's Thursday the 14th at midnight when it becomes Friday the 15th, and that's going to be badass. First of all, I got these 3 movies at different stores. This one store I had to go, went with a friend that was like at 18 and up only. And I got the WrestleMania 3 DVD, Championship Edition DVD. And I think it's pretty awesome because it's old school WrestleMania goodness. It's old school wrestling goodness. It's got Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov versus the Killer Bees. Jake the Snake Roberts and with Alice Cooper versus the Honky Tonk Man. And hair match with Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis. And Junkyard Dog versus the King Harley Race. And as you know, it's got the most famous moment in WrestleMania history where Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and slammed him. And this took place, this DVD was released around the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania 3 and around WrestleMania 23, which that pay-per-view was underwhelming at best. But this DVD set's cool because it's got a second disc. It's kind of like pop-up video and factoids. And the other one's like just a wrestling pay-per-view event. I also got a free wrestling CD with wrestling themes, and that's pretty badass. Overall, for price I paid, which was $5 and sealed copy, it was a badass deal. I recommend it. Next 2 movies I picked up at Walgreens, and I got this comedy film called It's Complicated. It's about a divorced couple who, like, rekindled their romance, and it's just, I've heard it's funny as hell, and Steve Martin's in it, so is John Krasinski, the guy that played Jim in, oh, no, wait, I don't know if his name was Jim in that show, The Office.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, I heard this I have yet to watch it, but I heard it's funny. Another of you guys, this badass, the badass who regretted to be Batman was George Clooney in this movie called The American. It's about this guy who's like a, shit, I don't know what it's about, but it's an action movie. I have yet to watch it, but, you know, couldn't pass it up. Next, I'm now in the start Amazon orders. First up, I got Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. This is the most controversial film in the series because the storyline, people did not like the storyline, but to be fair, the visual effects were awesome and the makeup effects were incredible. I mean, those are some of the best makeup I've ever seen on any actors. Especially Paul Giamatti and Michael Clark Duncan. Michael Clark Duncan can be a badass gorilla, I can tell you that. And Tim Roth, he's just crazy as hell in this movie. I haven't watched this yet, and I've seen the ending, but I plan to give it a full review one day. I don't like this Blu-ray as much because it's bare bones, which is why I got the 2-disc DVD I'm putting in this 3-disc case holder. Next up is a trilogy of comic book movies based on the character Blade. I got the first Blade movie, which is a pretty cool movie. And I got Blade 2, which is an awesome Blu-ray because it's got new features that wasn't on the DVD. Including a new commentary by Guillermo del Toro. But this one, oh man, I was pretty pissed off at this one. I wanted to get the US version of Blade Trinity, and I accidentally ordered a fucking Canadian version, which was bare bones, and it's not even in its correct widescreen aspect ratio. It's not paint and scan, but it's not widescreen. It's not 235. It's 178, and it's also a theatrical version, not the 10-minute extended cuts. And that's fucking horseshit. Fortunately, I got the DVD in here like I did. I may get another version of this. If I find the US version cheaper in the future, I may get that one. But until then, I'm going to keep this one. I'm bitterly disappointed. Fuck you, Alliance, for doing a crappy bare bones Blu-ray. Next comic book movie I got is the reboot of Ghost Rider called Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Even though it's technically got the same actor. And the reason why it's a reboot because they say the origin's different. And it's got some... And Nicolas Cage is just insane, this movie, I've heard. And my brother told me it was a good movie. That's why I picked it up. Plus, it's got some awesome exclusive Blu-ray features, like a video commentary and 6-part making of documentary, which is pretty awesome. It was like $12. It was a good price. Last but not least, I'm a big fan of that show, The Inside Edition of Deborah Norville. As many of you know, Deborah Norville was a homewrecker when she was on the Today Show, when Jane Pauley left back in the 80s, and I got a book based on the Inside Edition because I'm a big fan of this show and a big fan of the stories that they tell in this book. Like, there was this man that died recently who was known as the Blue Man, and a bunch of animals that do tricks, like, let's see, where is this book? Look at this fat pig!
Where's the book's in hands.
I'm sorry. I couldn't pass this up at $11. This is a good book, especially if you're a fan of Inside Edition. The only thing I don't like about it, it's forwarded by that douchebag Donald Trump. I'm not going to say why he's a douchebag because I'll probably cause some controversy, but I'm going to say this. He's an asshole. Rich fuck.
Fired.
That's the stuff I got this month. Oh, and PlayStation 4, it's coming. It's coming, bitches. Till next time, bitches. PS4. Greatness awaits. What are you doing?